Uh, yeah, yeah,
Hey guys, my name's Dion and welcome to my brand new channel, which I'm using to help support my new blog, DJ Fitness. My ambition with the blog and also this channel is to inspire people to get started on their fitness journey or to pick up maybe where they've left off and to get back started into it. So I wanted to take this opportunity first just to introduce who I am, and then we'll go into a little bit more about how I got started in the fitness industry, and then some tips for you guys to get started. So my personal journey, last 4 years have been very, very active in the health and fitness space. So I've been a group training coach and a personal trainer now for those last 4 years, but didn't always start that way. Didn't really like exercise, and my chosen sport wasn't one that is highly active, and people more think of it as a recreation rather than a sport. So that sport was tenpin bowling, and I still do that. I'm involved in some aspect to this day, and actually now I've written the strength and conditioning written the strength and conditioning program for the National Tenpin Bowling Training Squad, which is quite cool and just shows you how things come around. But as I said, wasn't really into fitness, wasn't really into health either. More, I would want to be playing video games and watching TV than going out for a walk. But thankfully, my parents pushed me to get started, and Dad would always go on a walk for me. So we'd start on this trail near our house, and we'd walk down to a certain point back in Adelaide, and I always had a sort of affinity for maths and numbers, and timing these walks was something that I became a little bit fanatical about. Started a spreadsheet up. I would make sure that I had a timer on me the whole time. And this was before the days of Apple Watches, Fitbits, and all that sort of stuff. So this was going quite low tech back then, as you can tell by my spreadsheets. But always, really trying to make sure I started at the same point on this trail, and always was just trying to beat my time. Now those walks turned into runs as things slowly progressed. And then from running, I actually picked up and decided I want to go into the gym and get myself involved in the gym. Now, this was not something that all happened overnight, by the way. This is something that happened over a 10-year period, so quite a long time. And from starting with walking to then getting into the gym, then to get into studying group training and personal training, is something that took a long time and is not something that was linear. So I obviously want to say that to you guys to start with, that don't expect that potentially, you're going to get started and then that's just going to be it from there. You're just going to keep snowballing and keep going. Yes, momentum is great, but all progress is not linear. We learn that with all things in our life, and things go up and down. There'll be times when you're going to be super motivated and super into it, and you're going to eat well, you're going to exercise almost every single day, sometimes twice a day, and then there's other times where life gets in the way, and that's understandable. So what I want to do is I want to be here helping support you guys, helping you get started, or just being that voice that gets you back into it. So if you have got started in your life before and you've been on a fitness journey and then you found that life's got in the way, sometimes it's kids getting in the way, sometimes it's a new job and it's stressful, and you're not finding the time again, I want to be here just to help you guys get back into it and make sure that health and fitness is really, really important, and it's where it needs to be in your life. One of the things I want to go out and say, and one of the things I've picked up a lot from other sort of YouTube channels I've been listening to, books I've been reading, is that there's a common theme that cuts through regardless of what you're doing. And it's about not letting perfection get in the way of starting. So a lot of us get scared, intimidated, or just don't know exactly where to start and let all this wealth of knowledge that we've got around us hold us back from getting started. We start to question ourselves whether we know how to get started, whether what we're going to be doing is the right thing to do for us? And yes, they are all valid questions, but at essence, all we're doing is delaying the inevitable and delaying getting started. So we're really pushing back our own health and fitness journey, really pushing back being kind to our bodies and doing the things that are necessary for us to live long and healthy lives. So it's one of those things I've really picked up lately that I just need to, and it spurred on me starting this YouTube channel. It spurred on me starting to write a blog. Don't let perfection get in the way of getting started. Don't want to get caught up on, I need everything to be perfect to get this started. That's not the way it needs to be at all. In fact, I'm going to challenge you to say it is as easy as getting started. And this is what I want you to do at the end of the video. And I'm going to come around to this, back to this. It's as easy as soon as this video wraps up, putting some shoes on, going outside and going for a 10-minute walk. It's as easy as that. What the industry does, the health and fitness industry does, and it's done this for probably on about 40 years now, is they've tried to sell you a lot of products. People will try and sell you shakes. People will try and sell you programs. People will try and sell you meal replacements, meal plans, all that sort of stuff. And they've all come through, and this is the latest and greatest. You go from the Atkins diet to the keto diet, and we become confused. We have information overload around all of these things that we're being presented with, and it is one of the things that then holds us back. We also don't know whether we should try CrossFit. Should we try Pilates? Should we be doing yoga? All of these questions that we have come from being bombarded with information and people inevitably trying to sell us something. So I want you to strip all of that back, because what I'm going to do and what I want to do through this blog and this channel is try and make things more simplistic for you. And one of the things I want you to do is simply just get started. I mean, if you want to, you can do someone's 30-day ab routine challenge. But by the time you finish that 30-day ab routine challenge, how many of you have the Instagrammable abs that you see that either the person that's done the program for you is, or something that potentially we aspire to when we flick through our social media feeds? I'm going to say about 99% don't, because we don't look at the holistic side of health and fitness. We only look at the workout side and potentially trying to tone the abs, but we don't also then look at the nutrition that's supported by it. But what does happen is we get to the end of something like that 30-day challenge and we go, I don't look like that person, or I don't look like the way that, I want to. There must be something wrong with me. And this is oversimplifying it, but you'll see these trends come through, that there must be something wrong with me because I've done this 30-day ab program per se, and now I don't look amazing and I'm not in the best shape of my life. And then up pops an ad for meal replacement shakes, and we think that's now the best way to go. And then we go down another rabbit hole. I'm going to try and say, stop. Let's go back to the fundamental things about health and fitness, which are making sure we get in enough daily exercise, whatever that is. I'm going to challenge you, and hopefully we can find what it is that you really enjoy. I'm a big proponent of you doing what you really enjoy, because doing something 3, 4, hey, if it's going to be 5 times a week that you enjoy is going to get you better results than signing up for something that you don't enjoy and that you don't go to every week. So I think that's the big thing we need to get moving. As human beings, our bodies were made to move. We need to move, and it doesn't matter how you do that. Your goal or what you want from your body, from your life, is different to everyone else's. So you're going to be on an individual path here. So we need to take some of that comparison out of it, and we're going to talk about that later on down the track. I'm going to get to that, but first of all, I just want you to get started. And to get started, you guessed it, you need to put those shoes on. We need to go for a walk, and it's going to be 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. Now, after that 10 minutes, if you find you're on a bit of a roll, it's a nice sunny day, you're enjoying the sun, keep going. I'm definitely never going to hold you back from it. Keep doing just a little bit more. If after that 10 minutes, that's it, you had it, you're done, come inside. But what we can take away from you having done that exercise of going out for that 10-minute walk is you've just got started. So this video is ending now. Get your shoes on. Let's go. Time for that walk, and I'll see you next time.